Welcome to another episode of Programmer Humor. I'm your host, Matt. You can call me like I have any control over what you guys call me. You think I have any control sitting behind this camera and screen and mic and stuff? I don't. I just get to stand here and everybody gets to judge me. All right, let's get into it. There was the top. Jeez, talk about butchered opening. Survey for upcoming hackathon. This isn't humor. This is an actual survey for upcoming hackathon. That's not what I came here for. But, okay, that sounds cool. Hackathon is an event typically lasting several days in which a large number of people meet and engage in collaborative computer programming. Discord stuff. Maybe that's worth checking out. What do you guys think? Should I get involved in the hackathon? Reminder, this is not a general tech humor subreddit. It's in the name. If your post isn't directly related to programming, it will be removed. Someone seems a little bitter. Related to programming. Yeah. So they're very, very specific about this programming humor. Cool. Hot linking, not allowed without permission. No obvious reposts. Okay. Common posts will be removed. Titles must be creative, high effort, or and related to the content. Okay, let's get into it. Accurate. I am developer. Oh, the guy on Twitter. Recruiter, hey, I came across your GitHub profile and seeing as it didn't 404, I think you'd be perfect for this role. Okay, not funny. I get it. Fine. It's like that. All right. It's just not a good joke. What do you want? It's not funny. Why is this the top one? Huh? This is okay. Let's just dig into this. Why would this be funny? So how does your GitHub ever 404? You can change your name, and you didn't update your link. You made the link wrong, which means you're someone that's not fit for any role ever, and developer role. And that's my opinion. I mean, don't push stuff to anything that doesn't work, obviously. Easier said than done, right? 3, let's see, what's 3? You deleted your GitHub account. So, like, those are only 3 cases in which that it would 404 and not work, you know? So, there's nothing all that funny about any of those things. I get it that recruiters kind of say this to you, but they're just trying to help you find a job and boost your confidence a little bit. That's not funny. That's nice of them, you know, as people to do that. Jeez, this is going to be a rough one. I can tell by the top post being so, like, not funny. React. That's right, I use React. React. I can't set up Node environment. Don't you use Node to set up React? I don't use them that often, so maybe someone will have to enlighten me. But, yeah, I think you do, like, I don't know. I really don't. Someone type it in the comments how you set up React with Node, because that's what you do, right? Node is like a thing you can do all sorts of JS environment stuff with. I don't use it. I should not talk about it like I know about it, because I don't. I've used it like 3 times and not enough to do anything. Okay, now what did we say about the titles? The titles have to be okay. This is the exact same thing. That's not an interesting title. But the recursive centaur. Half horse, half recursive centaur. That's great. I love the spiral. It's satisfying. Too bad it's not a slightly higher resolution render, but it doesn't matter that much. New Python projects. Pip install package requirement already satisfied. Pip show package. Name package version. Okay, I can use this package. Makes sense to me. Import package. Module not found error. No module named package. Alright. Yep. That happens, I guess. I don't know. I don't use Python that much. Who uses Python? People who don't want efficient code. That's who. No, I shouldn't rag on Python. I just don't use it that much because I don't feel the need to. Recursive nickels. If I had a nickel for every time I didn't know what was going on, I'd be like, why do I keep getting all these nickels? Nickel appears. Where'd I get this? Where'd this nickel come from? Another appears. Where'd this nickel come from? Third nickel appears. Cycle repeats indefinitely. Eventually realize there's a hole in my pocket. Is this directly related to programming? I mean, I can see that. Okay, so when you're programming, there's so much to it. It's such a big world you're in, scope in general. There's always stuff you're not going to know about popping up. Maybe I'm not in the mood to hear such jokes, but this doesn't seem very funny. It's just like, okay, that's like it's like a slapstick humor. It's like I tripped on a thing humor. I thought programmers were like intellectuals. Who cares about hypothetical appearing nickels? I don't. It's not a funny thing to me. It's just like, all right, whatever. Okay, C++ shorthand guide. Is your child texting about programming languages? What your C++ obsessed teens texts actually mean? OMG, one more generic. WTF, where's the function? FML, for my loop, IDFC. Indentation doesn't feel correct. LOL, logic on loop. Friday vibes. Production server, my spaghetti code. Why do people always make this joke about messing up the production server? Why is it funny? What? I don't get it. That's not even a thing, like, at all. You don't put your code on the production server. You don't. Oh, so how does it get updated? It gets updated once in a rare event when, like, everybody has carefully tested everything. If you're pushing any kind of code to the production server, you're doing it wrong. So what do you do instead? Why don't you do this? How do you test your code? Do you know the answer to this? If you don't, if you have no idea, might be time for a career change. Programming might not be for you. Or hardware in general might not be for you. Running environments that people rely on and servers that people rely on might not be for you. Probably isn't, if you haven't figured this out. If you haven't figured it out, okay, you're good. You're good. You can be here. So what's the answer? It is, you make a copy of the production server and you test everything there. Don't worry, your company already has a copy of the production server. I guarantee you. They probably have multiple. If they don't, you should help them get one immediately. And if they're not okay with that idea, you just turn in your resignation letter and go somewhere better, because you can't operate a company that relies on servers by breaking the servers or risk breaking the servers. Just do it in the duplicate environment. It's not that big of a deal, really. Use Clonezilla, copy the hard drive, install it on the same system. However you want to do it. There's better ways than that, but that's a free way you could do it. All right, let's see. Next one. Life sucks because of this. Are you the IT support person for your family? Sigh. I love that they actually put that as an answer. Have you tried turning it off and on again? I get it. Yeah, most tech people end up being the IT support person for their family unless they're a whole family of techies. But why are you worried about it? If you're a good enough tech to be chosen as a person for family, you're hopefully pretty good. And if you're pretty good, you don't really have to spend time on issues. That's the thing about IT that people don't realize when they're new IT people. And I didn't realize it when I was a new IT people. You don't really have to spend time on any of these issues that people talk to you about. You can just know the answer and be like, stop talking. Except you don't say it like that. You say okay, we can move on now. I get it. I'm not interested in hearing all the details. We'll just fix it and move on with our lives. So that way you can talk about whatever you really want to talk about with your family, which, might be nothing. I don't know. Who knows? Everybody has different relationships with their family. Hopefully you have one where you can be honest with them, because it's, I have one family member that goes on, and another one that sometimes goes on and on. But generally they learn pretty quick if you explain it to them carefully, like a caring like a caring family member would. But if they don't need that, if they just want it fixed, you can just fix it for them. But what's the problem? I can't figure out what the problem is. Then you're not a very good IT support person. Look, it's the hard drive. It's the OS. They have viruses again. Is it something different than those three things? Because if it is, it's probably real obvious. Like, you broke your screen, you smashed your laptop, you spilled coffee on your motherboard. You know, there's not like a big variety of things. It's like pretty much always hard drive or OS. Reinstall the OS. Who cares? Stop listening to them. Just say, we're going to reinstall your OS. Get out of the way. Of course, you back up their data and do all that stuff first. But that takes like a couple clicks. It's like 5 minutes of time. The setup time to get everything ready takes longer than the actual work. It's mostly just walking away and waiting. And then if they give you a tip, you can overcharge them. Don't overcharge your family. I personally don't charge my family, but sometimes they're like, "Oh, let me buy you lunch," and I'm like, "Okay, whatever." You know. All right, takes a long time. Takes a long time to say something in Java. Okay, so what? Not sure why that would be funny. Hello world. Me. I am good in C language. Interviewer. Then write hello world using C. Me. Good. Indeed, that's one sexy potato. Okay. Facebook's facial recognition algorithm found a striking resemblance between me and a potato. And a good-looking potato it is. I may have to use this pic when people talk about how AI will be able to filter out disinformation at scale. Did it really? I'm trying to look at his face and see the resemblance, but... See, okay, he has dark hair, and there's a dark spot. And it's a little lighter over here. I guess, what, the color tones are sort of matching his face? And he's got this line here. Is that like his mouth? That's hilarious. I want to be recognized as a potato. Alright, next one. I love programming. Okay. What about title? What did we say about titles? Up here? Must be creative, high effort, and relevant to the content. Alright. These are like generic. Oh, I just need a title. I love programming. Sorry, Jorian72. Not meaning to rail your title, but you know, it's their rules. Alright, developer makes a simple, intuitive UI. Nice. Users. Can anyone explain why cats do this? Why do cats do this? They probably like it. You know, they like being like tested and being weird. Cats are weird. Nobody can explain cats. Why would I ask? Alright. Well, the thing about users and them really using your UI like you didn't intend is, well, here's what it is for me. Here's why I click everything and try weird stuff on your UI. I want to see how your program performs. Because if I'm going to use it at scale of any sort, then I need to know it's not going to crash in the middle of my work. Because if it crashes in the middle of my work and I lose everything, I'm going to be real mad and waste a bunch of time and like have to redo everything. And it's really not cool. Probably not going to use your program anymore. So if I kind of plan on using it or really want to test it for use, I'm going to try a lot of weird stuff, click a lot of weird things just to make sure it holds up. Because if it doesn't hold up, you're wasting my time. I don't want it to crash in the middle of my project. That would be really bad. I need to confirm that it doesn't. So that's why users kind of go crazy and use as unintended, in my opinion. Because yeah, you can just follow directions and it'll work, sure, but you just want to stress test it to make sure it's suitable for your environment. Alright, next one. Point me towards the exit, please. What they're afraid of. Vampire Sunlight, Superman Kryptonite, C++ beginners pointers. Oh, hey look, we're getting a call. Let's check out this call, guys. It could be good. Hello. 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 You rang? What is that? Why would you even call? They just hung up after 10 seconds. I actually get those calls all the time. Why does it happen? Does anyone know why that happens? It's very annoying. Makes me kind of not want to have a phone. Alright, a couple more and then we're done. me get some coffee. Check this out. Oh, it's going to be green screened. It's the Grinch. I'm looking down here because my monitor screen's down there. All right. When they ask you why you've added a module, you aren't using an actual code. It's a surprise tool that will help us later. I guess I kind of do that. All right. So normally I say something like, did you relate to any of these? Because if so, you won. Did I relate to any of these? I think I kind of related to this one. So I guess I won. Point me towards the exit, please. C++ beginners pointers. Pointers aren't that... Yeah, they're a little weird. I'll give it that. But ultimately, it doesn't really matter if you use them or not. It just depends how you're doing your functions and stuff. I don't really know what to say about this. I don't think beginners are afraid of pointers. I hope not. You can go look up pointer basics. There's not much to them, really. There's like two things. There's like two symbols, and they do two really obvious things. What's so hard about that? Okay. Well, we're out. That'll do it for this episode of Programming Humor. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you keep it up. Keep doing your thing. You guys watching this, I really appreciate you. And you got this far, that's super cool. You know, I care about every one of my viewers. I hope you guys do well. That you kill it out there in the business world. And this is turning out to be real bad. I'm just going to quit here. All right, I'm walking away.